can you buy your first tarot deck, or does it have to be gifted to you? This is a question that I hear a lot, especially when people are starting out, because you don't really know the rules and the regulations, and you're not sure what the right way to do things are, and you want to make sure you kind of don't mess up, right? And what I will say about that is that you don't have to have somebody present you with a deck. You don't have to wait for it to kind of fall from the heavens in order for you to start learning to read tarot. If you want to learn how to read tarot, you are perfectly well within your rights and legal limitations of the tarot community to go to the store and buy yourself a deck of tarot cards that you like. The reason why this kind of thought process, or this kind of unofficial rule comes into play, is that it's one way of doing things, and it's a way that things were done at a certain period of time. And if it works for you, you can sit there and wait on a deck to arrive, but you don't have to. You don't need anything fancy to start. You just need to have just the excitement about the tarot, the willingness to learn, and just an open mind to go in and see what happens, when you start working with your cards. So one of the things is, I would say it's really important to get a deck of cards that you like, that resonates with you. Over the course of your lifetime as a tarot reader, you will have many, many decks, dare I say hundreds of decks. And some of them are really super and easy to work with when you first get them, and some of them are a little bit tricky or more confusing, and some of them you just don't want to be friends, right? Like you're just like, I don't know what you're doing over there. This doesn't work for me. We're not doing this, right? And so you put that deck away, or you might gift it to somebody else. So know that there are many different types of decks, just the same way there are many different types of tarot readers. So pick something that you like, that resonates with you. Pick something that feels beautiful. Pick something that feels exciting or fun. Now, many people, when they ask for advice, well, what deck of cards should I get first, right? Most people will give you the traditional answer. You should get a Rider-Waite deck of cards, right? Because this is the original kind of standard set of cards that was kind of first put out into production, that was kind of like the universal deck. So a lot of other cards are derived or based off of the images, impressions, and energies of that deck in that order. So that's usually a good deck where a lot of people like to start with. But you don't have to start there if you don't want to. You have to pick something that feels good. And I know these days too, there's a lot of other different progressive decks out there. There's a lot of decks that have more kind of diverse artwork, decks that might resonate more with you on whatever level. And so people are branching out a little more, which I think is great. There should be options for whatever feels good to you. There's a lot of different types of readers. And what I found also too is some of the stuff I resonate with, I really have a hard time finding those sort of energies and that connections in more modern decks. So the secondary part that goes along with picking a deck that you like, that you resonate with, that you would love to work with every day, is you need to pick something that has a lot of details on it, right? Because when you're learning, it's hard. There's a lot of cards in there. 78 cards is a lot, and you need all the help you can get when you're first starting out. When you're farther down the line, yeah, go ahead and get the deck that has just one simple image on it for each card, because you know what, you're going to know your stuff and you're not going to need the other images, right? But when you first start, you will. So pick something that has a lot of detail, whatever that is, so that you can really help yourself get better quicker with your tarot lessons and your abilities and what you're trying to do. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that answers that question. It makes you feel more confident and comfortable about just going out and picking a deck, and knowing that you don't have to wait for something to just arrive to you in order to start, especially if it's something that you're really excited about. So if you have any other questions about this, please let me know. But until next time, I hope you find the deck that best resonates with you. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful day.